Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Today, I will be sharing with you about the power of our testimony, God's testimony through us. And first off, I want to start with the question, what is a testimony? So I'm going to give you about 5 seconds for you to share with the person next to you and let them know or ask them, what is a testimony? So according to the Greek definition, the word testimony is martyria, which means witness, evidence, testimony. So basically, your testimony is your personal story that says what you went through, especially in the hard times and the painful times, right? Especially on your way to get you where you stand today. So I really believe that we need to testify about what God has done in our lives so that others can benefit from the testimony, because that's an open door to share about God's goodness, and it will show people how God has worked in your life, and it encourages other people. It does. And if we don't testify, how do we expect people to know about what God has done in your life? You know, I believe that we need to show off God wherever we go. Even, if it's at the store, if it's at our job place. I know that, sometimes we have to be careful where we're at, because we can get in trouble, at our jobs. I totally understand that, But I believe that wherever we go, take the time to show off God and what, His goodness, what He's done for us. Daniel 4:2 states, I want you all to know about the miraculous signs and wonders the Most High God has performed for me. And 1 Chronicles 16:8-9 states, give thanks to the Lord and proclaim His greatness. Let the whole world know what He has done. Sing to Him, yes, sing His praises. Tell everyone about His wonderful deeds. So we see that a great way to show or express thankfulness to God is by proclaiming to others what He has done for us. See, especially like every time God does something for us, with us, or through us, we need to share about it. It doesn't matter how small you think your testimony might be or how big it might be. I know that some of us sometimes, you might get discouraged and say, you know what? Well, I just got healed from my wrist. And then you might have another person saying, oh my gosh, I just raised someone from the dead. And then, some people feel kind of like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to share because I just got healed. But there is no big or small testimony, because it is the same for God. And there is power in each one's testimony. Because, for you, it might be something small, but to the person that you're speaking to or sharing your testimony with, it encourages them. It's something big because you're giving them hope. And hope, God is hope. So there, like as I mentioned, there is no big or small testimony, And don't think that all testimonies have to be extreme in order for them to be effective. God uses everything and everyone. So as we share our testimonies with others, we are sharing how we came to trust in God completely. We share how when we are going through our trials or storms in life, we came to the point to just completely trust God and how He worked in our life, and only made us stronger. So let our testimonies be real, be genuine and truthful as well, because I know that sometimes I personally have heard where people are comparing their testimonies. So there's kind of like a competition there, and that is not good. So like I said, I've heard comments where they say, well, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, I pray for so-and-so, all these people have gotten healed, all these people have gotten new body parts, and then I've heard other person, well, yeah, I do this, I do that. I have heard it, and people have told me this. And it's actually very sad when you get to hear this, because like I said, it's like more of a competition. So it's no longer the passion, it's no longer that you are doing it for God. You're doing it for yourself. And that's when it becomes a problem. So like I said, let our testimonies be genuine, and let them be truthful, truthful as well. And, we can't stay quiet when it comes to serving God, you guys, and sharing his goodness and what he has done for us. God works in us so that we can share about him with others. Daniel 4:1-2 says, King Nebuchadnezzar sent this message to the people of every race and nation and language throughout the world. Peace and prosperity to you. I want you all to know about the miraculous signs and wonders the Most High God has performed for me. So as we read through these verses, we see how King Nebuchadnezzar, he sent a message to the people for all, it says for all, not just my town, my city, the two towns next to me. He didn't say that. He said to all the people, to every race and nation and language throughout the world. So I want to encourage you to spread the fame of God wherever you go and with others. And especially now that we have the use of social media, these testimonies can reach like the other continent within like minutes. So no matter what you're going through, or if you hear another person's testimony, if you have one, share it. Don't stay quiet. And everywhere you go, use that, because you're sharing how God has used you in a way that, your faith, you're exercising your faith, you're believing. And that there's that power, like I said, in your testimony that can make a difference. And never forget that there's no great or small testimony, because God uses all. So I know that some of you probably have a hard time with this, but step away from that. Don't be shy, don't be quiet, and thinking, oh my gosh, well, God did this, be so, just, what is it, a person that just stays like so quiet, God has given you a voice for you to speak up. God has given you a voice for a reason. A voice for you to use and share throughout the town where you're at, through the city where you're at, because that could be the beginning for you to impact other people and to see changes. So I encourage you to just share the goodness of what God has done in your life, even if it starts with family members and friends, and then even in your Facebook, Twitter. Don't be afraid, don't be shy, do it. And you might even see yourself, the comments that people are going to start posting in there. And people might even start coming to you and asking you for prayer. So I encourage you, don't be afraid, don't be shy, and spread the goodness of God. Thank you.